like the idea that they have to fiscalize, they have to know the nitty-gritties of the Constitution, they have to check the budget, scrutinize the activities of the government. So I think ang laki ng political education deficit natin. So, I mean, as a teacher myself, right, I feel responsible na nakakulang kami sa education system. So, in my own little ways, as a blogger, as a media practitioner, I just want to remind people, hindi po trabaho ng senador na magbibigay ng libreng pamahay o ayuda. Ang trabaho po ng senador is nasisiguraduhin niya hindi magkakaroon ng abuso sa GAA, call hearings. I would add another thing. I think, in fairness naman sa mga tao, nakita naman nila yung mga hearings after hearings after hearings. Ang problema is, walang nangyari afterwards. Yung Farmali hearings, for instance, where did it go?
Right.
And that's why, mahalaga yung SAR impeachment issue. Because if this also doesn't go anywhere, the whole function of the Congress, and here I mean it in a constitutional sense, upper house and lower house.
Right.
The whole function of Congress as a fiscalizer, as a checks and balance institution, will be questioned by the Filipino people. And essentially, Filipino people might only look at senators as the baby presidents na nagbibigay ng ayuda. Because congressmen are sometimes also treated that way. And I always say, bakit ka maging, parang, galit lang ba kayo sa corruption dahil walang ayuda dumating sa inyo? Parang, when I say, whenever you get free parang support from the office of the mayor, or for yung kasal, for birthday, ganon, sa tingin mo ba, kung hindi ito galing sa welfare budget, DSWD, saan galing yan?
Yeah.
Kung galing sa kanyang pocket yan, do you think taos puso yan? Do you think that, that's what I'm saying. So we are part of the culture of corruption.
Pare, alam mo, I went around Mandaluyong the other day to give out my flyers and everything. Nagpapakilala ko. Alam mo, I noticed several of my constituents in Mandaluyong, mga Mandaleños, ang unang sinabi sa akin was, wala ka bang pamerienda dyan? I was surprised. Talagang hindi ako makasagot. I was like, wala po eh. Pasensya. And I said to them, pasensya na po kasi hindi ako politiko, hindi ko po alam yung ganitong kalakaran. Ganito ba yun? Oo, dapat may pamerienda ka. And then nung isa naman, nagtataka ko why everyone was asking for a flyer. Pagdaan ko, alam mo narinig nung isang volunteer ko kung bakit atat na atat makakuha ng flyer. Sabi nila, walang paipit. Dapat may nakaipit. Dapat alam na yun, may nakaipit. And I'm thinking, oh my God.
That whole subculture,
So I realized something. So I computed it. I said, 100,000 voters in Mandaluyong. Each one will get, say, paipit ng what?
100 pesos.
100 pesos.
Yeah.
That's already 10 million pesos. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, kung magbibigay ako ng 10 million pesos.
From your own pocket.
Oh, from my own pocket. Serbisyo ba talaga ang gagawin ko? Kaya ako tatakbo? At saan ko kukunin yan? Oh, so, yung corruption na nakikita natin na nag-uumpisa sa mga grassroots dahil na-normalize niya sa ating mga kababayan. Natingin nila harmless itong pagkukuha. Mayaman ka naman magiging kongresista ka naman o magiging councilor ka, magbigay ka naman. Pero yung paghingi mo niyan ay ang punot dulo ng pagkakaroon ng korupsyon at kaya nagiging korap ang mga binoboto natin. Kasi sinasabi ko sa inyo, itigil na natin tong paghihingi ng merienda. Dahil isipin mo, magkano merienda mo? What, 50 pesos, 100 pesos? Pero ang kapalit niyan ay ubos ang pera sa kaban ng bayan na pumupunta sa bulsa ng mga taong binoboto nyo dahil kailangan nilang bawiin itong binigay nila sa'yo na 10 million para sa merienda, para sa paipit. Yun yung nakikita kong problema na hindi nila naiintindihan.
What if pamerienda sila dun sa kurakot, pero butuin nila yung malinis na katulad mo. Di ba yun yun? Bawal yan, by the way.
Hindi, pero, okay. I like that.
Off the record.
Yeah, I like what you said. Pero isipin mo yan, kung tinanggap nila yan sa akin, tingin mo ba malinis ako?
Yun lang.
Kung tinanggap nila yan sa akin at may ganyan akong budget, ano ibig sabihin niya? Malinis ba talaga ako?
Exactly.
O papogi lang yan, window dressing.
ROI.
Kaya lang, mag-ROI din ako. Pagkakakitaan ko pa rin to. Yun ang kaalalahanin nyo. Kaya kung tanggapin nyo yung merienda na yan, isipin mo ang kapalit niyan. Ikaw nakakuha ka ng 50 pesos, 100 pesos. Sabihin na nga natin 1,000 pesos. Magkano yung nakuha nung pinanalo mong kandidato mo para sa 1,000 mo? Nakuha niya milyon ang kapalit nun. Kaya please lang, mag-isip-isip tayo na wag na tayo humihingi ng pang-merienda. At hindi ako magbibigay ng pang-merienda. Hindi ako magbibigay. At ngayon alam ko na sasabihin ko pag tinanong sa akin. Ate, pag binigyan kita ng pang-merienda mo, siguraduhin mo na, may kapalit yan. May kukunin ako mas malaki, babawiin ko yan. Ikaw may 100. For every 100 I give you, baka 1,000 makuha ko.
Buti merienda lang, hindi lechon. But I think this goes to the last part of our discussion for today. And we want to do more of this. I enjoyed it. That was great. That was good. I think we compressed a lot into like that 47 minutes, 49 seconds. In the next 10 to 15 minutes, I want to talk about issues that are closer to us at the level of individuals. Now, speaking of lechon, speaking of food and healthy lifestyle, how do you keep fit, bro? Like, what is your routine? Do you have like intermittent fasting? Do you have like low carbs diet? Do you do regular exercise, marathoner? Let's talk about that part. Let's hindi naman lighten up kasi serious issue yan eh.
So I have a seafood diet. When I see food, I eat food.
Akala ko crustacean. Walang yan to.
But I like seafood.
So you
pero,
don't see food. You don't see any food. Like, you avoid seafood.
Hindi, pero ano, the secret is for me, drink a lot of water, get 8 hours of sleep at the right time, and regular exercise. Yon, important yon. And when you eat in moderation. Kumbaga, like, make sure na may greens, may may fruits, may meat, may fish. It's good variety. Yun lang.
Are you following like a Cristiano Ronaldo kind of like there's a little bit of Mediterranean diet?
No, I don't. And stay away from processed foods. Kasi napansin ko, pag pumunta ka sa grocery, 80% of the food they sell is bad for you. Stick with the meat, vegetable, and fruit section. That's the 20%. Everything else in between, stay away from that. That's all processed food.
And ako kasi, conscious ako na siguro kung medyo privileged ka, you can go for the organic, you can go for the Wagyu. At kung ikaw ay isang ordinaryong Pilipino, how can you afford the right kind of food?
Okay. Pare,
yung advice natin.
Karne. Bili ka ng karne. Huwag kang bibili ng mga processed food. Mas mahal ang mga processed foods.
Actually,
A kilo of meat is a lot cheaper and it's a lot more nutritious. Fish. From mga mga galunggong or mga tilapia, ganun. Get the fish, buy the chicken. That's a lot cheaper. Buy vegetables, magulay ka. Tapos gisahin mo lang, prito lang, ganun lang yun.
And lower volume. For me, probably it's also a metabolic thing. For me, basta sa gabi, anything after 6 p.m., cut the carbs as much as possible, bring it to zero. Because that really helps. At least in my metabolic cycle, napansin ko yan.
So isa pa, napansin ko na now that really works, and some people do it. I don't do it personally, but I know a lot of people that do it. Yung ketogenic, ketogenic
keto,
diet. I think it's keto diet. Oh, sorry, not keto. The other one. Basta yung intermittent fasting, IF.
Right.
So meaning you only eat for parang 8 hours in a day, or if you can do 6 hours in a day, that's it. Yun yung window mo. Tapos na. So meaning you start at 8 a.m. for example, 10 a.m. for example. You're done eating by 5 p.m.
And that's it.
That's it. You can eat whatever you want, but just make sure it's between that and then you're done. I don't believe in cheat days.
No, cheat days don't work.
Yeah,
it ruins it.
For me, just eat what you want. Just be disciplined with it, and you'll never have a cheat day because you're enjoying everything you eat. Ganun lang yun.
Exactly.
I usually finish eating by mga 5 p.m. Like today, I had a big lunch.
Early food,
Yeah, I just had a big lunch. I'm done, and I might not eat na again.
Anymore, Maybe just a bit of a soup or just a vegetable or whatever.
If ever,
or banana.
Or I'll only eat if, say, maybe it's a social lang. I have to go out and I'll grab a bite. Pero normally, I stop eating. The workout's important, pare. Kasi a lot of people disregard working out. And when the people tell me na wala akong time mag-workout, I always tell them, pare, you live in, let's say, a condo, walk the stairs. 4 stories, I'll walk it.
Actually, you can just do burpees at the moment.
And 30 push-ups a day.
Yes.
Every day.
But careful with shoulders, because I used to have this 200 push-up a day kind of crazy stuff. I injured one of my shoulders kasi I realized I was not 20s anymore, but I would just do it without. So please stretch well. Kasi wala na akong stretching well. I would just go 200. And then next thing I know, my shoulder injuries na ako. So please, especially kung medyo tumanda na kayo katulad namin, once you're not in 20s anymore, do your stretching. The stretching should be 5 to 10 minutes at least. Take care of the stretching.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what I do, man, to keep healthy. It's very simple. And plus, hindi ako gumagamit ng mga maraming mga products. Whether it's, I don't take vitamins. I get the vitamins from the natural food, close to whole foods. Kasi we're so reliant on everything processed. Kaya nga I think there's a lot of cancer going on because we use a lot of processed stuff. Even from mga moisturizer, ganun. I don't use anything. I just use VCO.
Right.
That's it. VCO in the night, at night, VCO, if you want to gargle with VCO, VCO is a superfood.
Parang may endorsement naman. No, I mean, let's go back to this. Like, in terms of like your gym and cardio exercise, like, is it more like the weights, the running? Is like how do you combine that? What do you think is the best one? Because I think yours is the lean and mean one.
Yeah.
While some people probably want a little bit more of the biceps and chest,
Right.
but still lean pa rin. I think none of us want to be Bato de la Rosa. But I couldn't go back to Pebble. No, so yours is more like the really lean mean, diba?
Yeah.
Mine is somewhere more like mid-range, whereby I try to keep a bit big chest and arms.
Right.
But still, you want to, you make sure wala. So, I mean, this is a kuya advice, right?
Yeah.
So, what is your advice along those lines in terms of body types, strategies, ganyan?
Yeah, so I like to be functional.
Yeah.
Kasi I don't work out to be for aesthetics. I work out to be functional, to be physically
Fresh, dynamic.
strong talaga,
Yeah.
not aesthetically strong.
Right.
When I see people that just do weights but not enough cardio,
Right.
I think that's not good. Pero having a lot of muscles is a good thing because especially as you age, you lose muscle mass. So you need to keep that up. That's why I do mga pull-ups, chin-ups, dips, push-ups, but all body weight workouts, squats, burpees, yung mga ganon.
Yeah.
Kasi that's important. Pero the most important part is this, as we get older, yung puso natin. Kailangan malakas yung puso mo. Kasi that's the one that pumps blood throughout your entire body. And yung blood is oxygen-rich, which heals the body. That's the one that heals the body. If the blood is not flowing through every extremity, then you're getting weaker. Kaya nga pag mga diabetic or mahina yung puso, napansin mo hindi na pumupunta yung dugo sa dulo, sa may kamay, sa may pa, they get the tingling feeling kasi it's not flowing there anymore. And that's when you start to deteriorate. So you have to have a very strong heart. To have a strong heart, you need to work out that heart. That's why talaga for me, guys, you don't have any excuse to not go to the gym. When I say do not go to the gym, what I mean is you can walk every day. You can walk the stairs. You could, while working sometimes at home, and I'm busy, I'll stop for 5 minutes lang. Do a set of push-ups or do squats and then go back to work. Yun. And then you have the energy for the entire day. Your quality of life is just so much better, man.
Yeah.
And plus ito pala, stress. Iwasan natin. Hindi naman iwasan ng stress. I-manage natin ang stress.
Sige, palitan na natin itong trabaho na ito. Hindi na tayo mag-political podcast. We're just gonna do lifestyle podcast. Well, for me, at least you have to cope with stress. Ang sasabihin ko lang on this is, parang pinapalis na yata tayo. Ang masasabi ko lang dito is, perfection is the enemy of the good, in a sense that don't go for that perfect day when you feel perfect about gym and you have the no. In fact, do it the more you don't want it until it becomes your habit. And you don't have to do it exact perfect way. It could be like intermittent exercise sometimes, like in the middle of writing. Because I'm primarily a writer. Like in the middle, pag may writer's block ka or something along, you're working through an idea, okay, I'm gonna do 4 push-ups. I'm just gonna do... Yung mga palit-lit na yan, over time, you build certain good habits. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Don't go for perfection. Pare to, I'll go to this best gym. Andyan yung mga... Alam mo yung gano'n? That's where you lose it. Kasi you'll be sexy for 3-6 months and then you're gonna give up and then next year, wala na, di ba? But kasi ikaw, you maintain this for years. I've seen you, bro. You don't go like that. You're just steady, bro.
So, ang difference kasi, it's not a goal. It's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle, yeah.
Yun. So, I don't do it, I'm trying to reach a goal of a weight goal or an aesthetics goal. I do it because I know it's what a healthy person does, a fit person does. So, if you have that mindset, you don't need to be motivated to work out. You have the discipline to work out. And honestly, with life, not just working out, discipline is more powerful than motivation. Yung sinasabi mo kanina, I'll work out when I feel like it. When I don't feel like it, I'm not motivated, then I won't do it. That's flimsy. Kasi that means you only work out when you feel like it. You'll only do something when you feel like it. But the real power is the discipline. Is when you do it. Whether you feel like it or not is irrelevant. I just have to do it. So there are days, pare, I'm so tired. I want to go home. I just want to sleep. And that's right. That was the day that I say, no. I cannot give in to yung nararamdaman ko. Kailangan ko gawin yung kailangan kong gawin. Regardless of how I feel. That's the day I go for my run. Kung ayoko na and I say I'd rather not do it, that's when I do it. That's what pushes you beyond being an emotional puppet. Kasi now your emotions are not your master na. You're the master of your emotions. Yun lang
Yeah,
yun.
I mean, obviously we'll have hopefully a separate episode on the whole Marcus Aurelius Stoicism. No, and self-discipline, right? Kasi for me, ang sarap nung feeling na gutom ka matulog, knowing next day you're gonna wake up fresh and fresher version, a sexier version of yourself. And then you fall in love with that pain.
Yeah.
With that pain of hunger. In the same way, you fall in love with the pain in your muscles,
Yeah.
right? In the same way, you fall in love with the pain of exhaustion in your brain when you had a hard day of work,
Yeah.
right? So I think one way is also to orient your mind to appreciate and embrace pain, because that's the good kind of pain.
Yeah.
That's a pain that you choose. You know, Stoicism is about voluntary poverty. The pain that you choose. When you can, when you learn how to choose the right pain, that's where you're a real man, in my opinion, right? So I just want to end on this note. Para exactly we're almost hitting the 1 hour note here. Pag-usapan natin itong Filmar phenomenon, right?
Yep.
No, because, okay, I'll be honest. Ang read ko is, you know, you have the whole AFAM angle there, and then you have, let's be honest, I think we do have a culture of inferiority complex, or this idea that we need affirmation from the white people.
Okay.
And then if you date like a white girl, literally a blonde girl, parang, whoa, pare, you made it. Kaya ngayon, lahat ng mga kaibigan natin na Pinoy na puti yung girlfriend or like blonde yung girlfriend, Filmar nang tawag namin sa kanila. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a real stuff.
Okay.
This is a real phenomenon. So, for me, what is a kind of a secure Filipino man in the 21st century, right? Na you don't need affirmation from other cultures or other women,
Yeah.
or even other men. Like, how to be a secure man without all of that third world constant need for affirmation from AFAM, blah, blah, blah.
Alam mo pare, for me, confidence comes from first having the discipline and the knowledge that you can commit to yourself. That's number one. When I say commit to yourself, alam mo, it feels good when you wake up in the morning and then you say, for example, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. today because I have a lot to do. And you wake up. Pare, that's already, I can do it.
Yeah.
That builds your confidence.
Right.
Alam mo, those micro events that you can commit to and fulfill builds your confidence. So the more a person does that, it builds your self-confidence that you don't need validation from other people on who you are and what you're capable of. And yun ang important. And a lot of Filipinos kasi, unfortunately, nakakalimutan nila that the most important type of affirmation that you can get is from yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody else. The more you look for external validation, the less secure you become.
And you're slave to that.
Yes.
External, yeah.
Oh, hahanapin mo yan eh. But the more you're able to validate your good qualities and your strengths by your own methods and by your own actions, you develop that confidence. And you get to a point where, ano yan eh, it's what a sigma male is eh. Yung wala ka nang pake what people think, and you walk in your own beat and you don't really give a crap. And whether you're single or you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever you get, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you know who you are and what you're worth. And that exudes a lot of non-verbal confidence that people see.
Which makes you more attractive. I mean, I always say, since hopefully this is the beginning of a Pilipinas 360 degrees, we're going to talk about infrastructure, subway, agriculture, economics. I have the same principle when it comes to the dating world and all of this self-confidence. You build and they will come.
Yeah,
right?
you build and they will come. I
Right?
like
So
that.
if you build up yourself, right? You have all the right ingredients. You got your thing together.
Yeah.
Believe me or not, it helps you in the dating market. It helps you in your love life since malapit ng Valentine's. So yun ang principle ko. You build yourself and the rest will just come to you. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to chase affirmation. You don't have to chase yung mga afam na nag-aagaw ng girlfriend. You don't have to... Basta, you build yourself and the rest will follow. Yun lang masabi natin. Thank you very much, brother. That was a great way to get this conversation started. Next time, let's talk more about cryptocurrency. Medyo I lost a few thousand pesos. Kanina, bago interview si Christian, oh my God, no. So we're gonna talk about different types of cryptos. Kasi Bitcoin lang yung kilala, but there are like a million different versions. Meme coins, let's talk about them. Like, is cryptocurrency the way forward? How to be a crypto bro without being the annoying crypto bro thing. You know what I'm saying? The subculture. Kasi ikaw chill ka lang eh. Like, I see you from afar. I won't have a sense you're a crypto bro, right? But they're like people like they just do like buy one Bitcoin and then they like act as if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna have to discuss a lot, and we'll discuss more because the election is about to start. Also about your campaign. Hopefully, we can do kind of a documentary, so a day in the life of a crypto bro. No, I'm just kidding. A candidate for council, and of course, kudos to you, pare. Congratulations for being an inspiration for a lot of people. And I'll tell you what, this is not a shade at anyone else, but all I want to say is the fact that you chose to run for a relatively humble position is just a reflection of your sincerity. And it just shows that actually, no matter how humble the position, if you do it the right way, it will make the right impact and it will create a multiplier effect. So I won't be surprised that God willing, once you're a counselor in Mandaluyong next year, ikaw magiging inspirasyon ng parang how to be you po. Right? And we saw it. Vico Soto started also as a counselor. And look at him. He's now a global sensation. So that's it. Build yourself and they will come. Salamat, brother.
All right,
Talk
man.
to you soon. Maraming salamat.
Good
Thank you very much,
podcast.
guys. And catch up soon. Marami tayong pag-usapan. Pilipinas, 360 degrees. So to get the ball rolling. But this was a kind of a more like also building up your muscles and all 360 degrees. Salamat.